Paranormal.
Welcome to Radio Paranormal.
I have like this really big mosquito hawk that just flew into the studio. It's huge. Anyway, if I have mosquitoes in the house, I got a mosquito hunter. Are you frozen? Am I doing this by myself? Oh, thank God. Look, it's a gin. Well, not the GIN or any of those, because those are nasty. So, I think we're having internet issues on Jennifer's side. So, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to run this thing. Oh, there we go. She's back. I can't hear you, though. I just know. Hey, look. Holy crap. I don't have to do all this by myself, because we would go down rabbit holes and it would be horrible. But I'll tell you a rabbit hole I want to go down on. Go down on? Wow. It's way too early for that. Freudian slip. It's just me and the wife tonight. Speaking of good times, there's a thing that's coming to New Orleans down to there went the hawk. Anyway. Something happening in the French Quarter coming up here pretty soon, in like the end of July and the beginning of August. Somebody said something about something.
That's something.
That?
Oh, yeah.
What is that
is,
thing?
whoops. Supposed to go live on Instagram. My bad. I'm just not together today. That is the New Orleans Paracon. And it just sent you another photo, or I can share my screen of the photo of our really cool lineup.
Yeah, share screen. Be easier.
Okay, so it's July 31st through, August 2nd
I got this right now.
Astor Crown Plaza. Wow, in the French Quarter. Is at the edge of the French Quarter. This is our fantastic lineup, and one of these people is our guest tonight. And has a special experience you can add on to your packages.
I think you should add this experience onto the packages, because I would go if I could.
I would go if I wasn't running this. I would do it.
So those of you who are actually can actually get the tickets and the experience, please come over to my booth and tell me how it went, because I've never met our guest that's coming up. I've heard nothing but really, really good things. I'm super excited. And the person that our guest is working with is also a friend of mine. So it's going to be great.
It's going to be
We need your money. Give us your money.
Yes. And, tickets are starting to go real fast. We sold out of the RIP package. We launched a Living Dead package, which is $448.
Oh, hey, it's my wife. Did you hear the beginning of this, babe? Because I made a Freudian slip. Love you, baby.
So the Living Dead is your hotel room for 2 people, 2 persons admissions. The hotel room is for 3 days, 2 nights. It is a cemetery ghost hunt on Friday, led by that guy.
Yeah, and it's going to be a Masonic cemetery, and I just so happen to be
that guy.
This guy, yeah. The gnome with the beard.
The gnome and the tallow of all the tallow.
I do make tallow. I make very good tallow things. I'm bringing tallow down to sell in case you guys want tallow.
There you go. And it also includes, there it is, 2 paid classes per person. And guess what? We're not saying classes. Well, those are classes, yeah. And our guest is one of those options. If you don't do her experience with Sam Altrusis, who was on a couple weeks ago. So, and then there's a platinum package that if you just said, Jen, Brandon, I want to do it all, you can do that too.
Oh, you can do whatever you want.
Yep.
Just give us your money.
Oh, there's Mom.
Oh, wait, Mom. Okay, I got to say hi to Mom. Hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, Mom. You went beach glass hunting. Oh, I have them. It just fell down on the floor. Oh, I hope you got some good glass.
Oh, we
That
love
was
you, Mom.
That was so much fun. I did that when I went up there. So actually, let's put Mom on the spot, shall we? Before we bring our guest on, can we?
Let's do it. Let's do this.
I had a brain enlightenment moment. Maybe it's the most horrible idea. I think on Mother's Day, since it is a Sunday, and we don't have a guest scheduled, what do you think, Brandon?
Can we get your mom on? Like, for real?
I think maybe Mom should be our guest. Everyone tell Mom she should be our guest on Mother's Day.
Here's the problem.
I can't spend time with her.
If your mom comes on, then I'm going to have two really hot women that I've got to look at. Like,
for you.
And I'm not going to be able to tell you apart. Like, y'all are going to look like sisters or some shit. I just know how this goes. So, yes, we want your mom on the show.
Everybody say, Mom, you should come on the show for
come on,
Mother's Day. Let's do it. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm good with it.
So I know we're gonna have a lot to talk about with our guest, and everyone sends me these big bios, and I'll just be honest. If you haven't seen this woman somewhere during your paranormal viewing,
do you have a pulse?
Yes. I mean, yes.
I'm just saying, like,
so
she's everywhere and nowhere at the same time. It's
she
amazing.
Is. And I'll tell you from somebody who's met this woman, a lot of people, you're always, Greg, you're always cautioned. You know, you have your idols or the people you fangirl or fanboy over, and then you meet them and you're like, wow, sometimes you're disappointed. Let me tell you, everything I thought about our guest was exactly who she was and better when I met her.
Is the earth flat? It depends on which way you're looking.
Yeah. Ask the astronauts that just came back.
You mean the ones that escaped on that zip line before they took off?
Yeah.
Come on now. You know what? Okay, enough of just chit-chatting. I'm super excited. I know we usually like take up the first 15 minutes with our pay the bills, but I don't care. I'm done. We'll pay the bills later. I want to bring on our guest tonight, Patty Negri.
Hey, hi guys.
Hey.
Thank you for that lovely introduction. I am great. I am good. Happy to be here with you guys. Thrilled. Happy Sunday. Yay.
Happy Sunday.
Sunday. Wait,
Sunday, like I usually say. Oh, we got another question. Is space real? No, you can't go above the firmament. I love it. Like, just randomness comes in. Sometimes we get a really funny troll, like last time. It was so good of a troll that I had to put it up. Like, so, you know, hey, we'll answer everything. I think Patty knows that if it's flat or not.
Yeah, I've been up there. I've been down there. It's pretty round, really. I hate to.
It sort of just looks round.
Yeah. But you're right. Whichever way you're looking at it. If you just look at a picture,
like,
1D, if you're in a mirror, 1-2 dimensions, that's it. You know.
I always picture it as a giant cat toy. The earth is a giant cat toy.
I like that.
So for the like two people watching that don't know who you are, Patty.
Oh wait, my mom. No, my mom is one of them.
Okay, hi mom.
She's one of the two people probably who've never.
And
she's
then
probably
of course
heard
my
me
wife is
talk to you about it.
Super happy. So yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself and everything that you've done.
Okay, I've done this, that, and the other thing. I am a psychic.
All right,
I am a witch. I have been talking to the dead since I could talk, before kindergarten. I literally did my first seance. I was 7 or 8 years old in my suburban Los Angeles home. I just knew they had a lot to say. It wasn't necessarily dark or scary or morbid. I just knew they're good and bad, more good than bad. So it's always been who I am. I kept it very private for a lot of years because I ran a corporate production company. But when corporate entertainment kind of became a dirty word in 2008 and reality television was going like this, somebody said, we need one of your seances on a show. And I'm like, nope, can't do it, won't do it. Private life. Thank you, but no, thank you. Please, no. And I gave in and I haven't looked back. It was the most successful, I mean, inspiring, fulfilling to do this really silly reality show. It was called Mobile Home Disaster. And I thought my corporate audience would like not watch it. I'm like, they won't watch that show. And it was great. I got to help a human little girl that everybody thought was crazy because she was drawing portals on the ceiling of her motorhome. I got to help a spirit that was kind of stuck, had a message. And almost best of all, I got to help the Southern Bible Belt cast and crew see that this isn't dark, this isn't evil, this isn't negative. And I'm like, best day ever, but never again. And then when it aired a couple weeks, because I'm in Hollywood, both sides, a couple months later, of course, my first call was from my biggest corporate client, like, hi, Patty. Hi, I saw you on television last night. And I'm like, oh, and I'm thinking, my life is over. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I didn't know you were into the paranormal. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm just thinking, okay, who's going to pay my mortgage? And she goes, I love the paranormal. I'm like, what? And she proceeded to tell me her first ghost story. I'm like, done. I'm out of the broom closet. I'm out of the psychic medium closet, and I haven't looked back. And being in the middle of Hollywood and being legit, I became the person to call for if they needed a psychic or a medium or a witch or a consultant. Ghost Adventures, which I'm most known for, started in 2015 and basically 2 episodes a year for 11. Just started my 11th year. We just shot one, which is pretty good for a kind of a boy-centric show, and always an adventure, always great. And then about the last 7 or 8 years, maybe all the YouTubers, the up-and-comers, like the Overnight Crew, Elton Castee, Matt Rife, the comedian, Sam and Colby, FaZe Rug. So I'm the luckiest girl in the world. I get to go all over the world talking to ghosts. I started a school about 6 years ago called University Magicus because everyone can do this. Everyone can do this. And I have a very affordable, like $20 a class where you can learn to do this. My podcasts, I started about 6 years ago. My streaming network, Paraflix, I started about one day. I was just like, just say yes to everything. What are you thinking? I don't know. Sure, let's start a network. And then here I sit. Yeah. So that's what I do.
And while you were talking about the Hollywood, we had this question come in, and I've been waiting on it. So the question is, how much fun was it working with Zach Bagans?
It is fun. He is a doll. Again, like we just shot an episode that'll come in this new season, a really good one. He's super funny. He's super nice. He's super professional. All the, how he gets the reputation. There's that. Oh, he's so over. No, he's committed. He's 120% committed. Like when you see an 8-year-old playing in the sandbox, what you're doing, and he's serious and committed. That's why we're in season 30. It's incomplete. I don't ever know where I'm going. I'm always scared. It's like, what if I get crickets? What if I'm not psychic today? What if I walk in and go, I got nothing? Nothing. If I know of location, like if it's someplace I recommended to them, he won't have me go do the walkthrough or do the seance. I'll talk about on the outside. Well, this is what I experienced, because he wants it up and up, unless it's a reenactment thing, not a reenactment, nothing faked. So it's the best. He's great. He's serious because, at the same time, he's starring in the show. He's directing the show. He's executive producing the show. Right. He's got 19 other businesses. And it's still, I kind of grew up in little theater where everybody does everything. That show is still like that. Just like Us in the Paranormal, where it's like, where if anybody else in their like 900 season of TV, yes, and they have lighting people, but it's still Aaron, bring this, Billy, do this, pick up this, come over here. And I love that. It's like old school theater, only with ghosts and on television.
And everybody's got their opinion on Zach, but
yes,
what I say to that is the man is at 27, 28 seasons,
30, just 30.
Okay,
right
30. That he's doing something right. I mean, they're film school grads. Of course, they're gonna film it a certain way, but they're doing something right. And I think that I will give Zach the credit of bringing small time and location investigations back to life, because there was plenty of places that that he went to and investigated that I didn't know that was around.
Yeah.
So you could say what you want about Zach. I see it in the comments, but you know what? The man's doing something right.
He's doing a lot right. And he believes it, and it's true, and he's passionate about it. I mean, every spare time he has, he spends at his haunted museum. He's just that guy. It's his passion. You know, it's not like I'm just in it for the money, or I'm just in it because this is where I got it. No, excitement and the passion is real, and that's always good. So it's fun.
Yeah, I've been to his museum twice.
It's great, huh?
It's you know, I'll say this: even if you're not in the paranormal, go, because he's got so many just cool museum pieces that you should just go for that.
Yeah,
by itself.
Yeah, it's well curated. It's a legitimate museum. It's well curated. There's a scary moment, and they'll lighten it up, and they'll do everything, and beautiful guides. It's a beautifully, and it ever changes. For as often as I've been there, it's so funny. I'd filmed there a lot, different specials and this and the Ed Gein thing and Lady Snake stuff. I'd filmed there a lot, but I'd never been the tour. The first time I did the tour, I was like, damn, this is good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh gosh, I remember your episode with Lady Snake. That was one of the first ones on the museum, wasn't it?
I've had a couple with her. The first one, that was the one with
Halloween, I think.
It wasn't. They both were near Halloween. The Lady Snake ones. One was I was like locked in the gypsy wagon or something. I didn't know anybody else there. Again, I never know anything. I'm literally blindfolded often. So I was like in the little gypsy wagon, and he said, "Patty, there's this woman I want." And I was going, "Woman." I was naming everything going off with Bloody Mary and all these people I didn't know there with Father Sebastian. And he's like, "Patty, there's this woman I want you to meet." And he's dragging me through the dark. It's really dark. It's darker than, and he brings me into this room with this big cauldron. And there's this cute little English woman who looks like she wants to serve me tea, but really wants to kill me because she's doing dark magic. And I did not know that was Ed Gein's cauldron that he cooked it. Well, until I saw it on TV months later. It's like, damn, no wonder she wanted to kill me. It was Ed Gein wanted to kill me as she had his shovel in her hand. That was crazy.
That was a good. I like that. I remember watching it, and I mean, that's the first time I saw you, and I'm just watching like, wow, I wish I could do what Patty does. I wish I was like her. I wish I could get all those messages. And then it
was great. And then when we did it again, it was also Halloween. It was live. They set up for weeks. Live on Halloween night. Everybody was there. Gary Gawka, Bill Cha, everybody. And we all knew each other. We're in the same hotel. We have the same green room. So everybody knew who everybody was. But when you went in, that was your private time. I went in and he's like, "Oh, by the way, Lady Snake's here." It was so cute because he must have kept her just to have the surprise for me in a separate hotel, a separate waiting room, a separate everything. And again, it was, "Go down to the basement. She wants to kill you again." It was funny. Yeah, he had to work hard to keep that a secret.
Wow.
Well played.
Well played. Yeah, for sure. So I have a question. So you're coming to our Paracon, and I can't tell you how absolutely flattered, honored. It's like, I hope I can find some time to take your classes because there's a lot of things I want to do. So I'd love for you to talk about your classes and even so people when they're booking and they're looking through and we can talk about your Patty Negri experience, they could add on. But so people like me, I run into a lot of people like me on our ghost hunts every night. People like me who have abilities, who need outlets, who need education, who need a mentor, who need all of these things. Just talk to people like me. What can they expect to learn? And because this is important to us, and I know you know that we educate people. Right.
Yeah, that is my passion of life. Really what it is I am a teacher. I like to empower. With all my years of doing all this that I do and working with private clients, what I always notice is that everybody gives their power away. We are the most powerful people as we let ourselves be, and we give our power away to other people, to limiting belief systems, to fear most of the time, to not live the life we want. So whatever class we're teaching, I think I'm doing my practical magic class.
Yep.
And that literally, it's based and taking off from my book, Old World Magic for the Modern World, which is literally how to bring magic and empowerment into every moment of your day. Everything from brushing your teeth to why a pinch of salt in the toilet is can get rid of everything from a headache to stress to just from in the kitchen, in the bedroom, in this little how to talk to dead people, easy peasy. Anyone can do it. It's literally how to bring it's practical magic. You don't have to be a witch. You don't have to be a psychic medium. But it's just taking your power back and understand how to work with this beautiful planet, these beautiful elements that we are these humans sitting with gravity on this, earth world, and how to take advantage and work with all that.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that.
So we've got you, let's see, practical daily magic, moon magic, and psychic development, I think are the three that we have.
Yes. And moon magic, oh my gosh, you guys, the simplest thing anybody can do. We are 70% water. We do, if we all went to medical school, we are almost all water. We are floating 70% water. And we are run by the tides. Everybody talks about, the crazy full moon, right? Ooh, everybody gets crazy. Go to the crunch quarter, it's a full moon if you work in a hospital. But we're affected by every moon. The simplicity of it is literally if every full moon, get outside if you can. If you can't, great. Again, number one, gratitude for everything you have. We know how. Thank you, whoever you're thanking, God, the universe, the moon, your dog, your cat, whatever, gratitude. Mm-hmm. Thank you for everything I have. And ask for what you want. Every belief system says we should ask, right? Whether you call it prayer or manifestation or affirmations or spell casting. So thank you for my beautiful 2-bedroom apartment. I'd like a 3-bedroom apartment, whatever that is. The next 2 weeks, while the moon is waning and we're tapping into that 70% water body, it's written on every paper calendar ever made. It's written on your cell phone. Everybody's got a moon thing. It's out the window. When you wake up in the morning, the moon is waning, go, I'm going to release something that's not serving me, whatever that is. I'm not going to be so hard on myself. I'm not going to be so argumentative. I'm going to eat less Twinkies. It doesn't matter what that is. It'll be 10 times easier during the waning moon. Then you get down. Yeah, every moon affects it. It does. And if you tap into it and you get down to the new moon, the dark moon, that's the time to go inside. What do I want now? Whether you do a big old meditation or 30 seconds, what do I want now? Not what did I want last month? Not what does the world want for me? And then the next 2 weeks while the moon is waxing or getting bigger, that's when you add into your life. It could be, again, more sex, more lunch with my friends, more vegetables, more walks in the park. No matter where you start, within 2 weeks of just this awareness in the morning, waxing, add, waning, release, full, you will see the good stuff in your life get better, easier with the grace and ease of the moon. And not really good or bad, but whatever's no longer serving you, fall away with that grace and ease of the moon. That easy. So we're going to do a whole workshop on all these things, on all the phases, going deeper into what we could do some spell crafting, do some moon magic. It's great. Yeah. And then the other one on psychic development is we all have it. We all have it. We all can talk to spirits. We all can know the probable and possible futures. But it just got taught out of us in our modern, Western, completely logical, left brain focused society where we got rid of the mystery and magic. Even in our religion and spirituality, it became... that's the right brain creativity, and it's so easy to get back. Kids have it. It just luckily didn't get taught out of me. My mom always went, yeah, grandma did that too. Grandma could do that too. And again, it's easy to pick up, like riding a bike. Just like it's listening. Whether you want, it doesn't mean hang a shingle, be a psychic medium unless you want to, but listening to our gut, that intuition, all those things we do, people have forgotten, and we need it more than anything because we want to think for ourselves right now more than anything. And we need to not take things at face value. We need to really know our truth. And with that, learn to talk to grandma at the same time.
Yeah. I'm excited for people. And so we're also doing, so if for those of you watching, if you are like me, Patty Negri fangirl, fanboy, whatever.
I'm
We have the
fanboying right now.
Yeah. We have the Patty Negri experience. You're teaming up with Sam Beltrusis, who's just a lovely, lovely man.
I like Sam a lot.
He's so great. So that is an add-on to any of the packages where you get all of Patty's paid classes. So you get to go to all of them. And then you're going to go to a place, and you're friends with the owner there too, I know. You're going to go to the Vampire Apothecary for a chef's tasting dinner, little gallery reading, intuitive ghost hunt. And you're going to be up in the Casket Girls attic and their seance room. Patty, I know you've been up there. That space alone, girl,
is going to be amazing.
You've got a leg up there to talk to.
And it's small and intimate and such a rare opportunity anymore to actually to get. I love what you guys are doing with this. It's fabulous.
It's just, and there's only 10 seats available. So if you, it is intimate. And let me tell you, Marita's chef Chris, she better lock him away somewhere. That guy's good. Yeah. I was in the restaurant industry here. I worked for celebrity chefs. My palate, I'm very rarely, and you know, the new food in New Orleans is great, right? I'm very rarely going eat something here lately and I just sit back and go, whoa, that was good. And let me tell you, that food is good. He is amazing. So you're in for a treat too, to be up there. And then you get to go on Sunday to Potion Speakeasy, which is her private speakeasy on Bourbon Street with the balcony. They're going to have batch cocktails. You can hang out. Again, just 10 of you with Patty and you and Sam. And again, you really get to know. So if you want to learn from Patty in an intimate setting, there it is, right? Yeah. We have them about half sold. There's only like 5 or 6 spots.
You guys jump in now, because again, rare opportunity. I travel a lot. I do lots of events, but never is this where you get this kind of intimacy and this kind of close contact to do everything.
Does Patty do private readings? I saw on your website.
Yes, I do. I mean, usually on Zoom because we're rarely in the same place. So if anybody is in LA, you can come on over. But yes, I do. I do.
And I'm excited for you and Father Sebastian to hang out together.
We met on Ghost Adventures. That first,
really?
That first museum when you were talking about with Lady Snake.
Yeah.
First time I met him, he was the guy that passed out the Bela Lugosi's mirror. I met him. He was passed out on the ground. We became best friends that day and just started hanging out. We're both in Hollywood. I remember we just started hanging out, and again, I'm a witch forever. But I remember he offered to fang me, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm not sure about vampires. I like witches. I like this. I like that. I'm not sure I want to be fanged by you. You're cute and all that, but you know my husband. I started reading his books. I'm like, oh God, I'm a vampire too. His book, the magic of his books, they're just. Again, they're just like witch. It's kind of elemental witchcraft meets a little bit of ceremony. What I say is the difference in my vampire magic and my witch magic. In my witch magic, my cloaks are either organic cotton or Stevie Nicks black lace. In my vampire world, my cloak is black velvet with a red silk lining. Other than that, we're almost the same. Slight different calls and deities. So I see him almost every day of my life. We work out together. We started the school together 6 years ago. He is my partner. I teach witchcraft and psychic development and mediumship on Tuesdays. He teaches vampirism and the magic that goes with that. You know, not how to wear fangs and how to just the magic behind that on Wednesday.
That's amazing. And where can, if people want to take classes in the school, where can they go to?
universitymagicus.com, and magic with a K to show we don't pull rabbits out of the hat, or magicu like university.org. You can get to everything from pattynegri.com if it's too confusing, but universitymagicus.com or magic magicku.org.
ICK.
And
I'm
we have like 20 teachers. Again, I teach Tuesday, Sebastian teach Wednesday, but I have this beautiful Italian witch I've been friends with for 10 years, and now he speaks English good enough. He teaches Italian witchcraft from Italy. I have a guy in Brazil teaches Brazilian magic. So we're all different paths. We can't even be a cult because we don't say this is the truth. We say this is a truth or this is my truth.
Well, and here's the thing that I've been learning, especially in my journey in this, real, and because we get since dealing with the general public, you get a lot of people who are just doing what I call the commercialized religion practices, right? But when you dial all these things back to their core elements, we're really very much the same.
Very much. To almost every belief system, if you get back to the universal truths, to me, that your belief system, religion, it's like a template. You could put on a Judeo-Christian template. You could put on this. You could put on a Wicca or a ceremonial or a Thelemic or even anything. It's just the truths within it. The names have just been changed to fit. And to me, it's your belief system, whether you pick one from column A or B or take from all of them, which I tend to. It's like, oh, I like this part of Buddhism and I like this part of Hinduism. And
That's exactly what I did. And Buddhism actually helped me get sober. I was a raging alcoholic for like 20 years when I came back from Iraq.
Wow.
And then I found, I started studying Buddhism. And that's when I realized that this old Southern Baptist doesn't just have to listen to what I was told.
No, we have it all. And that's finding, again, spirituality, whatever religion or not. But so it's I'm really, the school, we're not ever going to get rich off it because it's literally $20 a class or less. If you come regularly, it gets as cheap as $10. We're live in small little Zoom rooms, and then you get the video the next day. So it's special.
I think my wife would love to do some of your classes.
Come on down. I would love it.
Well, she's coming down with me to New Orleans. This is going to be the first time she's ever gone to a Paracon other than the one that I put on. And so she's going to get to meet all the people. And I know she loves you to death. So
yay. I can't wait to meet her. That's awesome.
It's gonna be great. We're really looking forward to having you guys, because this education is needed. I mean, what does it say, Patty, that I live in the French Quarter in New Orleans? I finally open up and believe that I have gifts, and then 3 to 4 years later, I still can't find anyone to help me figure out what it is. And I live here.
Yeah. And again, there is so much magic in your city. It ekes up from the ground, but I would love to help you. And again, you'll see, jump into my, anytime on a Tuesday, just pop on in.
So when I found a mentor for about a year, and they mentored me to the point where they were supposed to. And so now I have to move on, and I've got to figure out where my next path is. And I know that's probably common.
That is the best way to do it, I think, because I've had amazing mentors for decades. And again, having one mentor is great, but you need other perspectives. That's why I do study religions. Again, it gets wider and wider the more perspective you have, and then you find your truth within that. So I'm excited to work with you. Yeah,
I'm always go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it's so when you think about where I live and the fact that it took me that long to find anyone to help me. Now imagine someone in rural Wisconsin.
Right.
How are you going to find anybody?
Right. Which is why we started the school, which is international. But that is why what you guys are doing with these classrooms is so often to be, because yes, we love the Zoom, we love being online, but having us energetically live in the classrooms is amazing. We're going to be doing stuff together. So I'm just thrilled to be doing what I'm doing with you guys' show.
And
I wanted to shout out to Tabitha Meadows.
Tabitha! Hey, Tabitha.
That was me you were talking to in the Radio Paranormal Messenger, and I'm slow. So sorry. but I still
And-
love you.
So
Yes.
we were talking about you before we even went on.
Yeah.
We love you, Tabitha.
We do. She's awesome. She's so sweet. So yeah, I mean, this is such a good space. We're already getting bids for next year for 2027.
Yay.
So we're going to keep going. It may morph into education over here and then something else over here, but the education part is never going to go away. It just
Yay.
isn't. And that way people come to the Paracon. We have you guys on the show. We get the word out about your classes, your schools, where people can find legitimate ethical.
There it is.
There's
There
a big
it is.
word. Ethical,
Outlets.
integrity, virtue, moral codes.
Yes.
We need more of that.
Places to learn these things in the correct way, the correct and ethical, moral, whatever you want to give it the name to, way. And then they can come in person and do it. And then they get all their information and they can go back home and they still can do it. They can continue it. There's the Zooms. That's what we need. And that is, there's such a need for that in the paranormal community. There's such a huge hole.
The biggest thing that I see, and Patty, I don't know how you feel about it, but so the people that are just starting out, they're going on YouTube and watching these YouTubes that have the word demon in them. And they're learning these ways. Well, people don't realize how dangerous the spiritual realm is.
They don't.
And so, like, opportunities like this to actually learn from people who've been doing this most of their lives is the best time to learn from the professionals.
It is. And it is serious business. I mean, I think demons get way too much credit. It's like, that's not a demon. That's a cranky ass ghost.
Right.
They're cranky in life and they're cranky in the death. They're a demon wannabe, maybe. But yes, there is serious and there is demons. So they have, and I honestly think paranormal is not going away. Paranormal, because times are scary right now. We know that. I'm not going to get everything going. Times have always been scary, but they're extra scary right now because we have a 24/7 bombardment. You know, even being on social media, you're going to get news, you're going to get television, every bar you walk into. So times are extra scary right now in our face. Traditionally, when times have been scary, people would go back to their faith, whatever that was, go back to church or temple or mosque, because it's like scary if we get blown up tomorrow by Russia or China or the aliens or whoever. That's not keeping up for everybody. Somebody's like, well, I was a Baptist, but I'm gay, and that doesn't. So that's why the rise in more alternative belief systems and religion, and certainly witchcraft, the largest growing religion in the country right now, more empowering. But there's still people out there who's like, I am scared and I don't want to get blown up tomorrow, but I don't want religion. I don't want even that woo-woo stuff. I want to go on a ghost hunt.
Yeah.
I want to go on a ghost hunt and see it. And if they go on a ghost hunt, they go like with you guys, and they see, oh, wow, this is real. This is real. So if we do get blown up tomorrow, I could be a ghost or something. But then they usually will backdoor into a belief system that will help support them. Because to me, your belief system is literally your roadmap. It's how you navigate life. Yeah. And you can find one that's your best map. We all like different kinds of maps.
Emily brings up a good point that due to the COVID lockdowns, a lot of people found the paranormal that weren't originally in the paranormal. But that's also kind of a bad time to be learning about dark stuff, is when you're stuck in the house.
All by yourself, yeah.
Right, you're all by yourself, yeah. So, be careful. But,
we did a ton of investigations over COVID here. And it's just because everything was closed. And so most of the places you want to get in,
you can get in.
They're like, well, are you guys bored? Yeah. Well, come on. Okay.
Right.
And so we made a lot of friends. But yeah, it was. And no, that was post COVID. We met our first demon. Second one.
I mean, if you do this long enough, it's going to happen.
It is. But you're right. They're not as common. I remind people, serial killers die too.
Yeah. So, yes.
Bad humans die. That's just the long and the short of it.
Right. Serial killers, but most spirits are good. Just like most people, you go to a ball game, you go to a mall, and most people are good. Yeah, there's a serial killer or two. A lot of quirky people. Hell, we're all quirky.
Yeah.
But spend time with the good ghosts everywhere we go. Me being in media, it's true. Rarely are we going to go to the fun place with the or where they're hanging from the chandelier because it was the best day. You go to the insane asylum, you go to the serial killer's house, you go to the prisons, but again, talk to those good ghosts there because they have a lot to say too, everywhere we go. So
yeah,
TV pushes the dark stuff, but just like news, you don't see the good news on TV, right? You see the
right. No,
you don't,
not at all.
And
that's why I tell people to get out and actually do these ghost tours or book a private investigation at some place.
Yes.
And then see for yourself, but in a safe environment.
Yeah. With people who, if you don't know what you're doing, go with people who do.
Yeah.
Yep. Because generally the people that do private overnights at a location, that's their location and they know it. So generally you can be safe with somebody that, that's their location. Like I think Tabitha does some stuff and some other people. So, I mean, as long as do your homework, I guess is what I'm getting at. Make sure they're credible.
Right. And be smart. If you don't know how to swim, don't start out in the deep end.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Don't go to the scariest place you've ever heard of. Don't start out maybe at Penhurst or something like that. Yeah. Even the same thing with developing your mediumship, which again, everybody can do, or psychic development. Start out talking to grandma, not, Ed Gein.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not go.
You attract definitely on these investigations. We've switched a lot of our public hunts techniques to lighter things and fun things and games and music because you definitely attract what you put out.
Yeah.
And so you don't want the dark. I don't want someone to experience the dark. I don't want that for them. I've been through it. I don't wish that on anybody. Mm-hmm. So you definitely remember, just like in life, you attract what you put out.
Right. And
it's intent. It's all your intent.
Yeah.
If you intend to go out and find something asshole-ish and evil, well, guess what? On the flip side, there's like this big ding, ding. Go get this idiot.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, come on over. Ask what you
like, really, you want to play? Let's play. So you need, intent. Like if you don't have the right intent, or like if you're physically sick that day, don't go ghost hunting.
Don't go.
Don't try to do mediumship. Don't try to do anything because, if you're off balance a little bit,
you got to do your best. Again, and as my girls were yelling at me from behind, that's why I wrote my last book, Dollcraft, about you want a haunted doll. Great, they are a great addition to your family. But don't have a negative haunted doll. I would not bring Annabelle into my home or Peggy into my home or Robert. No, they belong in those museums where no one sleeps or raises family or having pets. And so that's why my Dollcraft is all about how to purchase, buy, create, call in the positive. They're just as spooky as the negative, but they won't make you literally sick and argue and all those things. It's serious.
So Patty...
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Brandon. No, go ahead, Brandon.
Okay, well, I do need to do one thing before I forget because my wife has texted me and we did not say how much the evening with Patty Negri was. And she wants to know, followed by like 18 question marks. So,
okay, Weekend with Patty Negri is an add-on to a package. So you have to buy a package. So right now, the Living Dead package, let's say, that's $448 per couple. So $224 a person. You get 2 paid classes in that. Now, if you add on Patty's experience, that is $500 per person, but it includes all of Patty's paid classes. So now you would have all of her classes plus 2 more. You would have your meal paid for at the Vampire Apothecary, plus, except for alcoholic beverages, you're on your own for that, but soft drinks, all of those things included, gratuity tax, all of that, your ghost hunt, your gallery reading, and then the Sunday night potion speakeasy. I believe the batch cocktails are included in that, and your access to the potion speakeasy and hanging out there. So you get fed, you get ghost hunts, you get happy hours, you get classes, you get, after your package, you've got your hotel room. So, I mean,
yeah. And you get an experience that you could talk about forever. That can be an amazing experience for
you could tell your grandkids about this. Like, it's probably going to be that amazing. Now, how many spots do we have left for the
we have
evening with Patty?
5.
We have 4. We have 4 left because my wife would kill me if I didn't get this package. So, anyway, there's 4 left, y'all.
So jump in. I'm going to give you my all. It's going to be fun. And Sam is great. So this whole thing, what you guys have put together, so well put together. That's why I'm excited.
He's amazing. So Patty, for people starting out questioning or thinking, well, I have abilities, I don't know what to do. I know you've written a lot of books. So give someone a direction. I don't know what to do. I think I might talk to dead people, or I think I might be an intuitive, or whatever label you want to put on that. What's step 1 for them?
Step 1 is the desire. Again, that really is, because most people go through life. I use a term, asleep at the wheel, phoned in, automatic pilot, by rote. That's the real zombies. That is we want to be aware of what's around us. So I start out literally like taking a walk through a park and really noticing things, the color of the flowers, the smell, what's there, and more than anything, the awareness of your body. Some people have their fingers could be on fire, they wouldn't even notice, because when you start developing your psychic ability or mediumship, we all have our own individual language. Like we all understand, I got goosebumps. That's a sign. That's part of your language. Some people burning here, out of fuel, get nauseous in the belly and this and that. You have to learn what these things mean. So you're learning the world around you, and then you're learning your own thing. And then you start, again, it's fun, it's simple, and from tiny little exercises, like sit there with a candle, sit there, pull your kids' crayons out of a bag, it's going to be red. I mean, the biggest thing for me in teaching like mediumship is not being afraid of being wrong, because that's the biggest lesson. Because being afraid, that throws in that logical left brain. And that's going to shut it down. You just want that first thought, the first little thing that came to your head before you threw it down a rabbit hole. So it's that awareness around you, that self-awareness of how do you feel? Is it's heavy here? It's light here. And that's going to help you in every part, your day job, as well as your ghost hunts, as well as you're working with people individually or just with yourself. It's a very fun and does not take long process. And there's a million ways. Breathing exercises, but more starting out with desire and intent and awareness.
Yeah, as a shaman, the first lesson that I teach my students is the worst one, is patience.
That's everyone's hardest.
Yep. And that's why I start, because if you can't be patient and learning, another word for what Patty's talking about is mindfulness.
Yes.
So, I mean, you can, whatever you want to attach to it, but it works the same way. So a lot of the patience is learning mindfulness. That's what she's talking about. Look at the tree, look at the bird, stop for a minute, look at your toes, put your feet in the grass. Yeah.
It's how many times have we gone like, I just lost my last hour. Everything from, did I eat that whole bag of Twinkies to, I just had a conversation with somebody I didn't even listen to, stuff like that. It's a witness. Mindfulness. That's the big, better word for it.
Yeah.
And I know some people that are starting out kind of shy away from a witchcraft book, or we've got a place here called Raven and Crone, and it's everything witchy that you need. But some people are intimidated to go in there. So that's why I tell them, well, go to Barnes & Noble and get a mindfulness book.
Get a mindfulness book. My first book, my Old World Magic book, is a really great entry. I'm a gateway drug. No,
I like it.
Is because it just again, you don't have to go bewitched, but this is how to. Oh wait, the wind is blowing me this way. I could put up sails to go that way. That's really what it is. So my old world magic is a really nice. I started out again. He's been dead for decades. Any book, and they're still published always by Llewellyn. Scott Cunningham is a really simple, not scary, not intimidating. If you like, excuse me, elemental magic. But there is so many beautiful books out now. I mean, we live, years ago, even when I started decades ago, there wasn't this much opportunity. And now we have, again, at our fingertips on our phone. I mean, use your intuition, if something seems a little off or wrong, it might be. You can't believe everything you see on Witch Talk or Witches of Instagram. I mean, some are just new babies that, they have black fingernail polish, so narrow witch now.
Right.
Use your own, maybe I would need to look into that more. Maybe that's not my truth. But doing that is developing your gift.
Yeah. And even like Brandon and I were talking the other day, Gen Xers like us, men in our generation have a hard time because they were boys don't cry, right? And don't, right? And so they're not in touch with their feelings. A friend of mine, Sam, I know you met him. He always said men have trouble understanding their gifts. They just think it's gas, right?
I mean,
right?
kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it's hard for some of even my mom when I came out about being able to do all these things and talk to her about it and talk to my family about it, and the floodgates open of all of my cousins saying, oh my gosh, it was like this family secret within a family. It was the weirdest thing ever. And my mom started just opening up to it. And she's like, she got some message and ran into someone, and she kept hearing something about these kids who died in a lake. And she said, why am I hearing this? My mom's 70 something years old, young. But
no, I'm not, baby, but thank you.
But I'm like, but Mom, you're never too old for this.
No,
you're not. You're just learning to listen.
Yeah, that's it.
And I think in a lot of the younger generations, you see the males are a lot more into it because they weren't raised.
Yeah, like every generation is very, very different. They are more experiential than just what I have, less material. It's we all have our idiosyncrasies and we all have but yeah.
It's never too late. You're never too old. You're never too young. Never. Just sit back and open yourself up to that. Then we have to deal with the VA. Wow.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Then we me and Greg have been fighting the VA forever.
Oh.
But he was answering yeah. So it is frowned upon. But I also want to say, not just here in the US, men are men all around the world, and we're basically the same creature. And we're all taught to suck it up, to be the savior. If you know, whatever you think you saw, no, you didn't. You need to be strong for the family. So I know that's definitely true for me, but I think it's not just here in the US. I think it's everywhere.
Yeah, I think it is. Again, that old stereotype, men, the hunters versus the gatherer, this and that. I mean, we are different, but we don't. Yeah. And again, but hopefully we've been in this very patriarchal society for so long. Hopefully there's a little more feminine coming back in, more feminine, and it'll be a little bit more okay for you guys.
Yeah.
I come from a matriarchal society. I'm Eastern Band of the Cherokee Nation, or as the Oklahoma Cherokee like to call us, the White Indians. But in a matriarchal society, you are kind of correct. Once a woman is fully in her feminine, there's no power greater, in my opinion. Once a man is fully in his masculine, then there's no greater power than that. But you got to get to it. You got to figure out what's holding you back. And I think you would be an amazing person just to learn the small idiosyncrasies of, you've got to learn yourself and love yourself before you can love anybody else.
Right. Yeah, that's the great mystery schools throughout time and secret societies. What's I forget what it's written above it, but it's first know thyself. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, Shakespeare, this above all to thine own self be true.
Yeah.
You know, and that was written by an illiterate man, by the way. That's a rabbit hole, guys. If you really want to go down there, go down the rabbit hole of Shakespeare. And he was an illiterate man who couldn't write. Anyway, sorry. I do rabbit holes.
Oh, we love rabbit holes.
I don't even know if it's true or not, but it's fun. So
it would explain the headache you get when you try to read the plays. They're great, but you're just like, oh, okay, wait. What would take me? I got to read those 5 words back about 16 times before I was like, what was he saying? Or maybe it's just me. I don't know.
No, that's Shakespeare. Again, being a Hollywood kid growing up. Oh, those Shakespeare actors. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Taming of the Shrew, though. That was probably my favorite.
I always wanted to do Hamlet with my little theater, but we weren't allowed to do Hamlet.
You weren't allowed?
That was a no-no.
Yeah.
That was the green room, shut your mouth. So I don't know why, but you know, everybody had their own idea, but it was fun.
Huh. Why couldn't you?
But yeah, that's what, you know, like if we said the word Hamlet, we had to go outside, turn around 3 times, and spit in the road.
Oh, right,
or something like that.
Is that Hamlet? Is that you don't say it in a theater?
Macbeth. Macbeth.
You don't say
Macbeth.
It's Macbeth. You don't say it in a theater.
Yeah,
really.
Right. Yep.
The play you don't mention. You would say the play you don't mention. Yeah.
Yep.
Why would happen?
It's a cursed play.
Yeah, and again, superstition is superstition, and we've given life to it. We've created a spirit out of everything. You know, we could talk for another 3 hours about that. So it's like yes, Macbeth. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Tabitha brings up a good point. Is it because of the 3 witches? Spoil, boil, toil, and trouble.
Maybe.
I never really thought about that. I mean, it's good answers, any. Thank you, Tabitha.
Thank you, Tabitha.
So, where can people get your books?
They can
from
get
you, where the money can go to you. I hate Amazon because they don't pay writers worth of crap.
Yeah. Whenever you can, go to your mom and pop store if you can, if you have it. And if you can't, because not everybody has one, go to my website, pattynigry.com. You can get my Dollcraft book and you can get my Old World Magic book. I also have another book on intuition that's a group book, but these are the 2 I want everybody to go get. The intuition is really good too, by Women Gone Wild. But this one is super simple. They're both easy, fast reads. This is super simple life hacks. PattyNigry.com. You can get a signed copy, a regular copy. This one you can get. This one you can't get in as many stores because it's self-published. This one you can get in everywhere. But my website, you can get them both. Yes.
And you're going to have some of those available at the Paracon too.
Yeah,
correct?
I'm going to bring them both to the Paracon. Yes, I'm excited.
Again, signature autographs on the books.
Yeah,
that's the best way to do it. Like all of the paranormal books that I have from my friends, with like, now, Patty, I might have to buy yours. I'm super intrigued.
I'll give you one.
But I've gone directly to that person or their website to buy the book. Because I've got too many friends out there that when they show me what Amazon gives them, it's a shame. And plus, you get a signature and maybe like a personalized something. You're not going to get that from Amazon.
Right. No. And me too. And because it's personalized now. I have so many of my friends that wrote books because, again, we're in that world, all of us. And it's like, if Sam's book, I want his Sam. Jeff Belanger's book, I want it signed by him. Whoever's book, I want it signed by him. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And you have a special memory because you met the author and, you know. So if you come to the Paracon, we'll take pictures together going, hi. I look horrible in every picture. Yeah. Yeah, I bet not. And recapping the Paracon, if you do, we do have a VIP party. That's part of the Platinum and VIP packages. So if you want to hang out even more on top of the Patty Negri experience, You get to meet and greet all the celebrities, all the vendors. You get to hang out on a balcony on Bourbon Street. There's an open bar. We'll have music. Maybe the Marine Corps band. We're not sure where we're going to put them, if they're going to be there or a DJ. I don't know.
I'm working on it.
And so it's just another opportunity to spend some very quality time with vendors, with the people presenting at the Paracon. So it's just a really once in a lifetime opportunity that's going to happen every year. No, but
once a year.
That's going to have a second annual and a third annual, but just saying.
Yeah. But it is a good opportunity to, if you want the picture, get the picture. If you want to ask the questions, come ask the questions. Come learn about things from people who know the things well, right? Get the good information from the good people given the good information.
That's right. And
Sure.
Trying to think, is there anything else that we've missed, Patty, that we need to go over before we cut this?
I don't think so.
What do you got coming up?
Yeah, there you go. There we go.
AlterCon in 2 weeks in New Jersey. AlterCon Paranormal and Cryptids, so you get cryptids as well. And then the next week, the first week in May, Vampire Ball, Father Sebastian, myself in Vegas, Vampire Ball weekend. What happens in Vegas? Great. I'm going to be doing a seance there. We have a VIP Friday night and the big ball Saturday. Zach even came last year. I don't know if he's coming this year. Zach came last year.
Oh, fun.
Put on your vampire witchy fabulous. So lots coming up.
Awesome.
And then
that sounds fun.
And then here.
Yay.
We're so excited.
So I'm going to say what I used to say when I did my show, just because Tabitha's here, and it just reminded me. And I think, Tabitha, you need to hear this, but don't forget, it's not about surviving the storm. It's about how you dance in the rain. So that's how I used to end my show all the time. And then Tabitha just reminded me, because I haven't said that in years.
Oh, she did. Aw.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Tabitha, for doing that. And she's like, oh, thank you. Love to you too, girl. And I was this years old when I found out you work with Patty. Sorry.
I'm the luckiest girl in the world to work with Tabitha. It's great. She represents me well. So thank you. And you guys, thank you for having me on. It's a great show. You're great hosts.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming.
And well, I think there's one last question that I
yes.
just saw from the
Oh, you're still there. Yeah, we forgot to tell you how we end the show.